Welcome back to Not Real Fishing, everybody, and today we are going to be going fishing at a spot that I have never been to. I don't know how it's going to be. We had quite a bit of rain yesterday after that short trip that we took to catch the little catfish in the warmouth. The spot we're going to today is a spot that my dad's always telling me about. It's apparently this huge lake behind a dentist office, but I can't park next to the lake because it says no parking. So I'm at the park at the dentist office and walk to the lake, and I don't know exactly where he's talking about that it is. So hopefully we can figure that out. If the parking doesn't look feasible there, we might go over to that industrial park where we caught some nice sized bluegills and stuff at that one point. Probably gonna be doing Tenkara today. I'm still a little sore, so I'm probably not gonna be using anything that's really heavy. My back's still really sore. I did get to sleep in a bed last night, so that was a plus, but that'll be a temporary thing. But yeah, I'll meet you guys at the water. All right, guys, we are walking to the pond now. It looks okay. It's not as big as he was saying it was. I don't see any no fishing signs or any no trespassing signs. It's fairly large. It looks fairly shallow from here too. I do think I just saw a fish come up and feed already, so that's a plus. And it looks like we might be on the deeper side. Let's see. Yeah, I can already see a little bit of movement in the water, especially along the edges. So there's either it's fish that are diving. I see dragonflies, so that's a good indicator of what they're eating. We might work our way over to there. There's a bird right there. You don't see him? A cormorant. He's probably looking for some food too. There's another pond over here behind the bank. The bank, not the bank of the water, but we're gonna start here in this little run where the water comes down. I'm being a little careful today because I don't want to get too hot because it's already 92 degrees, and it says with the feel like, because we had so much rain yesterday, feels like 102. But honestly, I'm not really that hot today, which is kind of a nice thing. The sun's a bit warm on my back, but I think I'll be all right. So we're gonna start with, I tried this yesterday at the other spot that we fished, but the water was just so dirty and nasty. This is much clearer. It's a purple kabari body with a little bit of chicken hackle wrapped around it. I don't remember what this line is. It's got a scuff right there. Oh no, it's not a scuff, it's dirt. So I have a feeling there's probably gonna be some bluegill in here, maybe some bass. We're gonna start here kind of far and fish close before we really get too far out. Just let it sit on top. See if anything comes for it before I start fishing it subsurface. Get a little bit closer, you know. Fish probably are going to be out a bit deeper, if I had to guess, just because the heat. I don't think they're really going to be too much in the shallows, but I figured it'd be worth a try to go ahead and just give it a few casts when I'm close. Let's try it a bit deeper, see if we have any success. And like I said, I've never fished here before, so who knows what to expect. I don't see any minnows in the water, which is a little disconcerting. Normally that's a good sign to me that there's a lot of life in a pond. I think I'm going to start fishing this subsurface in a second here. It could also be we're just on the wrong side of the pond. There are a lot of bubbles coming up out of the water though. Oh, first little guy of the day. What is it? Looks like a little, what do y'all think? Green sunfish or bluegill? Looks like a bluegill to me. Very itty bitty tiny bluegill. So that's first fish down. I'm using a smaller hook specifically because I want to see what species are in here. I want to be able to, I need to crush the barb on this, but I left my pliers in the car. There we go. Oh, little dude, come here. Nice little bluegill. We're gonna let him go right here. Oh, I did just see some minnows. Cool. So, there's bluegill in here. Not very big yet, but that is subject to change. Let's try a little bit deeper and see if we have any luck. I think maybe they want it subsurface. I don't think they're eating on top. Feels a little bit better. Oh, because we snagged him. No, we didn't. He was just wrapped. Another very small gill. Come on, camera. A little small gill. I'll let him go as well. Dang, angry. All right, so we're gonna do maybe one more cast here, and then we're gonna move a little bit. I wanna get a little bit closer to the bank so I can get an extra foot, see if there's anything bigger out towards the middle. I'm starting to see a bunch of schooling fish now, so they're definitely feeding subsurface, not on top, which is fine with me. I'm not really pulsing it, I'm just kind of dragging it slowly to me. We could go this way and work. Oh, another little guy. I was getting ready to recast. Oh, you got hooked in the eyeball. Not very bad, but still. Another little gill. Let him go. Not much in the way of size yet, but that is subject to change. Make sure I'm not leaving anything on the ground. So this might be the shallower side of the pond. That might be part of the reason why. Very little guy. Absolutely tiny. This is definitely a little green sunfish, I think. Got the stripes and everything. Little greenie. We'll let him go. I think we're gonna keep moving a little bit more because I want to find if there's a place where maybe there's some structure or a nice deep spot, or maybe something bigger could be hiding out. I don't really see anything taking off out of the grass when I get close, so it's a little disappointing. Definitely shallows up on this side, so maybe we should try over here as well, because this pond doesn't look very deep, at least not yet. See a bunch of turtles, but we're gonna try this corner where it's a bit more shallow. I do see a fish that's bedding. All right, guys, this is what's behind the bank. So it looks like it's a bit more stagnant than the other pond. So we'll give it a try first. The other side looks deeper and a little bit more better, to be honest. But I don't see any signs saying I can't fish here, so. Little nibbles, tiny little fish. I have a feeling they're gonna be down on the other side, closer to the rocks. There's a lot of fish that are little coming after it. Yeah, I see the Water being disturbed all around the edges. That's either a turtle or maybe a bass chasing fish. My money's kind of leaning towards a turtle at this point, because I did see a turtle. Well, maybe not. Little nibble. Little guy. Little sunfish. Little green sunfish. Just about how big a lot of these are in here. Let him go. But he ain't big enough to make all the bubbles I'm seeing. So if I have to guess, it's either a turtle, which is moving this way. See if I can get ahead of it. Another smaller greenie. Oh no, it's a pumpkin seed. Look at that. Oh no, this might be a green sunfish. It's just got its beautiful colors going. Look at them colors. Oh, oh, chill, home dog. Oh, he's gone. He was ready. Still haven't seen any movement in the pond behind us, really. So I think I'm gonna keep focusing on this little one for now, since that one big bubble thing is the most movement I've seen all day. All right, guys, we're changing to this really small fly. I'm probably only gonna catch one more fish, and then I think we're gonna call it, because I have to tinkle, and the heat's starting to get to me. So let's catch one more fish, and then we'll be done with this spot for today. And I don't know if I'm going to come back here. It hasn't really been that productive. I mean, yes, there's lots of little fish. Maybe it's a good place to take a beginner who doesn't know how to fight fish yet on Tenkara or something. But for me, ooh, that was a nice size hit. Missed the hook though. So for me, it's just kind of a not really my favorite. I mean, there's better ponds nearby that I've had better luck at than this. So it's like, you know, why fish here when I can fish where I know there's bigger, better